Are you guys ready for some Grim.exe? Yep, there it goes. His ultimate. So good for snaring people or finishing them off. Depends what point in the game you're at, you know. But if you get that chance to snare someone or slow them down in the jungle for a free kill, go for it. Anyways, it's the newest range carry that we finally got in Paragon. I'm liking him a lot. He is energy damage. He does have some CC. And he does have a long range lock on ultimate. Kinda similar to Murdoch, but I'd say Grim has a lot stronger ulti for beginners, while Murdoch is a lot better like for pros, you know, or people who play a lot of Murdoch. You're gonna get Murdoch ult can do a lot more than Grim ult, but the Grim ult's a lot easier to land on someone, and also it's nearly impossible for some people to dodge. As you can see, Steel just put up a wall. That's one of the few things that will deny your ultimate. So let's say I'm ulting. As you see, I just whiffed my spell shield there. My tip on the spell shield, try not to use the spell shield if you don't know that anything's gonna happen. So like, if you see someone start like making an animation like they're about to use their ulti or some kind of CC or damage you don't want to eat from a skill, go ahead and pop it. Otherwise, I'd probably stick away from that. But yeah, so Grim is pretty easy to hit for enemies, so when you're playing him, make sure you're playing pretty careful, because you've got one of the largest hitboxes in the game right now. I think the only larger hitbox would have to be like maybe Steel or like Sevrog, you know? Sevrog's not all big and tall. And yeah, one of Grim's major problems is he's pretty tall. As you just saw there, I used my Q to displace their Feng Mao. And just like that, Steel wall was way too late and I got my ulti off. So Feng died. But yeah, like I was saying, so if you use the Q at the right time, you can displace a Feng Mao ulting or a Grux doing his pull in, and it'll just like mess them up. But like, you've also got your spell shield to just juke them like with that. A personal issue I found so far, I'm not sure if everyone has this issue, but if I'm trying to displace someone near me, it's almost impossible to knock them away. It's more likely just going to knock them aside, like around me, so it's kind of just like a waste of time to use it. But yeah, as you just saw there, I didn't ult him immediately because I was waiting on my Muriel to go and get vision on him. As long as someone has vision, like a ward or a person, you can just finish people off with that ulti all day. That's probably like the best thing about Grim. I know you can do this on Murdoch, but it's way harder on Murdoch than it is on Grim. Like it's just one button press on Grim. On Murdoch, it's like you gotta aim, you gotta outthink them in knowing if they're gonna move or if they're not gonna move, and if they aren't just constantly moving, you might have to think where they're gonna be in a second or two. And if they run into a wall or something, it just messes up your whole calculation. But Grim, like, there's no running unless you got a wall or a spell shield. And so far, there's no other spell shield other than Grim's, as far as I know. And the walls that will block his ultimate are Steel Wall and Decker's ultimate, like her ring, will block it if it's on the enemy team. So yeah, just watch out for that. But yeah, overall, I'm really liking Grim, but like I said, just be careful because your hitbox is pretty large. It's definitely your biggest weakness. You're probably going to build a lot of raw energy damage and crit chance on Grim. It just scales really well. I wouldn't focus on too many other stats like lifesteal, but if you've got some good items for lifesteal, you might want to just throw those in your kit too. But the key things on Grim, make sure you get those wards down. If you don't have vision, you can't finish people off, and you also can't snare people or slow them down when they're sprinting. Thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.